and we're going to be consistent this time. If you want to see me complete this look using the Morphe 35S palette, keep watching. Hey y'all, I'm back. If you're new to my channel, welcome sis. I already went ahead and did my eyebrows and primed my lids off camera. For the sake of this video, I also went ahead and did my right eye off camera, and I'm just going to walk through how I did my left eye with you all. Right here I'm just showing you how it looks. Alrighty, now we're going to go in with the 35S Sweet Oasis palette, and at that palette we're using the Infinity Pool color. That's like this really pretty light blue, more of like a tealish blue, and I'm just gonna get that all over my eyelid. I'm just gonna go back in with some more. Since this is my transition color, we do need to get that on the majority of my lid. Just gonna work that in. Now I'm going in with this other blue from the palette. This color is called Hidden Cove. This is like a slightly darker blue, and we're just gonna work that in as well, just to deepen up where that cut crease is gonna be. Now I'm going in with that same eyeshadow brush, but I'm using the back of it where there's no product really, and I'm just going in and getting rid of that harsh line I created, blurring out the edge now, so it's more of a transitional look. It'll come out more like the other eye. Smooth transition. Now I'm going in with an even darker blue. This blue is called Secret Lagoon, and that is what's going to give my cut crease that dramatic effect when I put that darker color right there at the end. So I'm just going over, packing that color in, because I know where I'm going to cut my crease and I want that part to be the darkest. Now I'm going to take my other eyeshadow brush that I started with using the Infinity Pool color and the Hidden Cove color, and I'm just going to use that to blend all three colors. So like I said, it's going to have more of a transition, a smooth transition. We don't want any harsh lines. We don't want to see every color individually exactly where I packed it on at. We want it to be smooth, ombre effect going on. When you're doing cut creases, you're gonna have to go back multiple times, whether once you're done blending the darkest shade in with the lighter shade that you use, you're gonna have to go back and put in the darker shade again, you know, and work that in. It's kind of tedious, but you know, for the look that we want, we're gonna put that work in. Okay. Now I'm taking a Wet n Wild brush that I like to use for my cut creases. It's an eyeshadow brush that I just flattened really well so I could get, you know, the perfect cut crease for me. And I'm going in with a P. Louise color. This is rumor number 1, I believe. And I'm just going right in. Now, when you're doing a cut crease, it's really tedious as well. Especially if you're like me and you have a shaky arm. It's easy to mess up, but luckily I have really big eyelid spaces, so even if I do slightly mess up, it's way easier for me to hurry up and fix that. Now when you're doing clients, it's a case-by-case basis. You know, you're gonna have to try to keep a steady hand, but you know, when you're doing your own makeup, I don't know, like for some reason with me, like I get the shakes. I don't know, like oh, but that turned out good. Sorta, kinda. For some reason, I always do my right side way better than I do my left side. I don't know why, I just do. Now I'm just going in with the clean eyeshadow brush. By the way, guys, I've been using brushes from Goddess Glam House Cosmetics. I didn't say that when I was starting, but yeah. All the brushes that I've been using with the black tips are from Goddess Glam House Cosmetics. The one with the green tip is, I don't know where I got this from, but yeah. And I'm just going back in with that darker blue teal color, the Hidden Cove color. I'm taking that to ombre out the edge of my cut crease. And we're going to try to just blur that in, blur that line out. I still want it, you know, the white to show, but I don't want it to be as harsh. Now I'm going in with that really dark blue color, Secret Lagoon, and I'm using that to really tie everything together. Now I'm going back in with that Hidden Cove color to tie into that Secret Lagoon color. We need everything. I keep saying it because it's key. We need everything to be blended, well blended. Now I'm going in with this pretty blue shimmer. This color is called Coastline Cruise. This is also out the 35S Sweet Oasis palette by Morphe. It's so pretty once you put it on top of that rumor base. Oh my god, it just gives it that extra, like, yes. I know the other eye looks crazy. What eye is that? My left eye. It looks like it's slightly darker than my right eye because it is. Because I always do my right eye better than I do my left eye. Okay, you're in my business. But I'm going to get it together. I'm going to go back and I'm going to blur it out. And it's going to look more of sisters and not twins, okay? All right. No, they're looking more like cousins right now. But we're going to get it together, though. Have faith in me, okay? Now I'm making this really ugly face because I'm going in with my makeup wipe to clean up all that excess eyeshadow off my face so I can go back in and moisturize and prime my face because I'm about to do this full glam beat. The eyes took forever, but that's only part of it, okay? Which is why I cut the actual video down by doing one eye off camera. Right here, I'm just touching up that eyeshadow, and I'm going to go ahead and prime my face with my NYX Photo Loving Primer off camera. Okay, so now I'm going in with my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the color Chai. And I also use the color Maple, and I mix those two together. My face is lighter than my entire body, so I use these two colors to match my neck and chest. Okay, so the majority of this video, I've been talking to Kaya this whole time, which is why I've had to do a voiceover for mainly the entire video. So that's why I keep laughing and looking to the side. I know it looks crazy, but yeah, I'm not talking to myself. Like, it's other people in the shop with me. So now I'm just getting that foundation all over my face. I'm going and making sure that I get rid of those halo eyebrows I created with my concealer. Even though I used a darker concealer, I just want to go over um, that part again just to make sure there's no halo eyebrow effect. Like, we don't like that. For my concealers, I used Tarte Shape Tape in the color Deep. I also used Tarte Shape Tape in the color Tan Medium Honey, I believe. And I went in my inner corners with like the medium color. I forgot the name of it. And I also went in with my handy dandy elf concealer, um, the color Tan Natural or Tan Neutral. Once I'm done placing my concealers where I want them to go, really from darkest to lightest, I'm going in with my Real Techniques brush and I'm blending all that concealer into my liking. I put the brightest concealer color directly in my inner corners because once I blend it out, it really eliminates any dark circles or bags. I like my under eye to be really bright. Look at that. You see how it just snatched my under eye right up? Like, my under eye was kind of puffy before. You can still slightly see it, but it really brought it in. That's what we love to see. We love it. Now I'm about to go in with my black opal foundation stick. I'm going to use this to contour. This is in the color Walnut. And I'm just going to put it on my cheekbones, a little on my forehead, and of course I'm going to use it to contour my nose because we love a snatched nose. Now I'm going back in with the bottom of my Real Techniques brush, and I'm using that to work that black walnut in. And when you're working your contour color in, make sure you're not rubbing your face. You're just gently brushing that color marrying it to your concealer. After blending in my contour color, I'll go back in over my foundation and my contour with my foundation brush. This just helps blend it. This just helps blend everything together. The concealer on my nose wasn't bright enough for me, so I went back in with that e.l.f. concealer in the color Tan Neutral just to brighten it up a bit. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to go back in with my Real Techniques brush, the end, and I'm just going to rub that walnut color in. Look at that. Snatched already. We love to see it. Now we've reached my favorite part of doing makeup. Not gonna lie, I love setting. I'm using my favorite setting powder. This is the Laura Mercier in the color Honey. Look at that. Look at that. It just snatches the under eye. So I'm just setting my under eye, my forehead, the bridge of my nose, my chin, and then I'm going to set under my contour. Now to bring some warmth back into my face, I like to use the Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette, Zulu. I like to use that brown that's in that palette, and I also like to use that orange, and I mix them together, and I just put them on my cheekbones, the side of my head, and the tip of my nose, just to bring some warmth into my face. Now I'm going to dust off that setting powder with a brush that I previously used on myself before. It still has some MAC Studio Fix powder on it and the color Dark Tan. And I'm just using that to dust off the setting powder. Now I'm going in with my foundation brush and I'm using that to dust off the setting powder from my cheeks. I guess I used those two colors in the Zulu palette to give myself more of a bronzy look. Alright, now I just grabbed an angle brush and I'm going in with that Secret Lagoon color out the Sweet Oasis palette. I'm putting that on my waterline. Then I'm going to go into the inner corner with that Coastline Cruise color, that shimmer. Now I'm getting ready to put on my lashes. These are Minx by T. I love these lashes. These are the only mink lashes that I use for my clients. After I went ahead and picked out the lashes that I wanted for this look, I put them on off camera. And now I'm about to set my face using my Morphe Continuous Spray. I called myself covering my eyeshadow, but as you can see, I missed. And I also love using a fan to help dry it a little faster. Now I'm going in with my Fenty highlighter in the color Trophy Wife. I'm putting that on my cheekbones, on my temple, my forehead, the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, and my chin. By the way, I'm using my Real Techniques highlight brush to apply my highlighter. By now you all can tell that I love highlighter. I just know how I like my face to look in pictures. I like for my angles to have like this glow to it, which is why I OD on highlighter. And who gonna check me? Okay, so this is a hack I saw another YouTuber use, and I cannot remember her name for the life of me, but she used a concealer to line her lips, and I just thought that was the smartest thing ever, so I started doing it. I used the darkest concealer I had in my collection, which is a e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I don't remember the name of this color, and it's faded at the bottom of my tube, but you can use any dark color concealer to line your lips. And then I'm going to go in with a MAC lipstick in like a nude pink. I don't have the name of that either because, again, the bottom is faded where the name is. I do apologize. Now I'm going in with my concealer brush just to clean up around my mouth. I do like to enhance my lips using my concealer. I do have a pretty deep cupid's bow, but I like to enhance it just a tad bit more to make my lips look a little bit bigger, you know, giving real Kardashian vibes with the lips. Okay, now I'm using my Laura Mercier translucent powder to set my lip. I don't really know many people that do this, but when I'm going for a matte look to my lips, this is what I like to do. You know, just a little tip. You all can, you know, take it, use it. Using a translucent powder on your lip is also a really good hack when you know you're going to go out and possibly be drinking that night or even eating, because I'm trying to tell you, your lip won't move. Like, it won't move. Okay, this is the final look. I completed this look using the 35S palette from Morphe, the Sweet Oasis palette. I used this side. I used these three pressed powders and this shimmer to complete this look. If you all want me to use any other Morphe palettes or complete any other looks using this palette, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I can't make no straight video. I'm tipsy already. Okay, it was at this moment where that bleach that Kaya was using for them wigs started to kill me. Like, I could not take it. Oh my God, Kaya. Those wigs is killing me. Oh my God. Oh shit. It's alright. I looked over there too quick. I was like, instantly, oh shit. Hey y'all, I know it's been months, but I'm back with more looks. I've been gone for about 3 months. I won't be going any more